Welcome back to PSC Tech Bytes. Today I want to share with you some information about how to automate the building and provisioning of an SPFX solution using VSTS. In fact, we already saw in episode 16 that in SharePoint Online we have the ALM APIs, and from a provisioning perspective, from a PnP provisioning perspective, you can automate the provisioning of a SPFX package using a provisioning template. Now, using VSTS, you can connect to a source control system, like for example GitHub. You can automate the build of an SPFX package, and later on you can do the provisioning using the PnP provisioning engine. This is a very useful scenario whenever you want to automate testing of your solutions, or even if you want to create automatically the environment for user acceptance tests, as well as whenever you have a large project with many developers and you want to consolidate your source code and have a unique testing platform with an automated deployment and provisioning of the code base that you want to test. In order to do that using VSTS, first of all, you will need to connect your VSTS with the source control system that you want to use, which can be, for example, GitHub, as I told you. Then you have to create a build definition. The build definition, from an SPFX perspective, first of all, we'll have to install the latest version of Node.js, the latest one supported by SPFX, to speed up the build process. Then you will have to install the PnP Powershell extensions to have the provisioning engine available in the host that will execute the build definition. Once you have done that, from an SPFX perspective, you will have to install all of the NPM packages needed by your solution, so npm install. And then you will be ready to build and package the solution, so gulp build, gulp bundle, and gulp package solutions. Once you have done that, using the PnP provisioning engine and PnP Powershell, you can do the provisioning of your package onto the target tenant and create a set collection in which you will test the solution. In order to trigger the build definition, you can use the continuous integration. So whenever there will be a new merge of code, you will start a new build, or you can start a build based on a pull request validation, or eventually you can simply use a scheduled build engine. So on a daily basis during the night, you can do a new provisioning of your solution, as well as, if you like, you can connect a dependency with another build. So upon completion of another build, you can start your build definition. So now let's move to the demo environment, and as usual, let's see how to do that in practice. So here we are in VSTS, and this is the list of build definitions that I have in a project. If I dig into this one, for example, this is a build definitions that on every single merge, so with continuous integration, will deploy, build and deploy a SharePoint Framework solution onto a target SharePoint Online tenant. The solution will become available as an open source portal showcase pretty soon. And so let me show you the structure of this build definition. As you can see, it is connected to a GitHub-based repository, and we are using the dev branch now as the source for our code. And the first step, the first phase and step in the build definition is the setup of the latest version of Node.js supported by SPFX. So we are installing Node.js 8.x. Moreover, we install PnP Powershell, and in order to do that, we install the package provider for NuGet, as well as the module for SharePoint PnP Powershell Online, both of them targeting the current user. Then we do an npm install in the host that will do the build and the provisioning for our solution within VSTS. And we simply call the npm install command to download and install all of the packages in the solution. And then we are ready to do the real build and the real packaging. So we call gulp build, gulp bundle ship, and gulp package solution ship to prepare the SPPKG package to be uploaded. And last but not least, we have a PowerShell script that, using the PnP Powershell extensions, will simply connect to the target environment with a specific username and password, and will do the deployment. Notice that the username and password are taken from variables that we defined in the build definition, and which are safely stored in the build definition so that we can keep the solution safe and the tenant secure. If we briefly switch to the PowerShell file that we execute to do the provisioning, we can see that inside of that file, for example, we search for the sppkg file that we have, and in case the file is already there, we remove it before applying another template that will upload the package in the app catalog and install the package in the target solution. We can even update the package if it is already there, and later on we work with the app site and with some other stuff in the PowerShell script, and at the very end we apply a provisioning template to the target site here, as well as here in this location, as well as here to target multiple sites of a complex solution based on a hierarchy of different sites. So using VSTS, you can automate all of these processes, and you can do everything automatically just based on a new merge that happens in your source code repository. And as I said, this is very powerful to automate testing and deployment of your infrastructure, whether it is the dev and testing one, whether it is the production one, and you want to intercept the merge of any commit in the master branch of your source code repository. Thanks for watching this video. As usual, I hope you enjoyed it and you found it useful, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.